welcome to the kitchen. Today's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be inside, and once a year I make a big batch of jerky, and generally it's wild game. This batch will be made out of deer meat, so we'll get into that in a little bit. I don't really have a set recipe. It's just a little bit, what we have is what we use. I do have some seasoning, and we'll be using that. Going to be December 25th, Christmas Day, when this video comes out. So from me to you, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I wish you all the best. Say thank you to everybody who has subscribed, commented, everything over the past year. The last 3 months have been incredible. The whole year has been incredible, to be honest with you. So I really appreciate everybody subscribing, liking, all the other channels that do that too. Hope you have the absolute best new year possible. Wherever you are in this world, I truly thank you. That being said, let's get into making some jerky.
I set my slicer for about 1/8 of an inch, and then I keep my meat a little bit frozen, which makes it a lot easier.
That goes in. All right. Favorite, maple syrup. All right. There's a lot of maple syrup in there. Now, Montreal steak spice. Let's get that in there. Woo. Perfect. Nothing wrong with a little Montreal steak spice. Now, let's throw a little red hot sauce in there. All right. Whew. It's gonna be hot. All right, now where is my favorite stuff? Hold on. Red pepper. This stuff is gonna make it hot too. Give it a little bit of kick. Whoa. Okay, that was a little aggressive. Okay, ketchup. Okay, save a little bit for later. Hey, yeah, let's throw a little plum sauce in there. What the heck, eh? Perfect. Now, what else? Throw a little bit of beer in there. Helps break down the meat. Got my pepper here. So, lots of pepper. Oh, crap. You can't have enough of this stuff, right? What the heck? Let's throw a little bit more maple syrup in there. Now, let's give it a little stir. Okay, I think we need a little more beer. Beer will break it down. Okay, little beer for that. Yep, not bad. Whew. Okay, now we need a couple of our fine well water here. Big jug of it. Now, let's give this a good mix. Make sure everything is. The only thing I wish I had was Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce or something, and I don't. Dang it. All right, well, whatever. Okay, what do you think, guys? Tell me. Slowly mix it in. We're going to do a quick review on a product is sitting right there. June, we sold our property in the fifth wheel for the winter. That was never the original plan. How plans go. One of my biggest headaches Fridge, have a look. It's not a bad sized fridge, but by the time you put all your condiments and all the little things, you don't have any room for food. Iceco VL35 Pro. There's a manual. We have a power cord, your regular house cord. There's the old cigarette lighter type, the 12 volt. And there's a bunch of extra spare handles and stuff. I'm not going to give you a review on this, and we're not going to go any further. I'm going to do my homework. We're going to plug this in and we're going to test it, and I will get back to you. I just wanted to give you a quick update. It's now the next morning and it's been on. Oh, it's been on for 24 hours, and you can see the temperature is 20 degrees in here. So, and that's why I put it on top of this to get it here. I want it to be relevant to this temperature, and that's 20 degrees Celsius. Let's light this up. So it's down to 67%, and remaining hours 35.9. Output 0 right now. Oh, sorry, output 5 watts. That makes sense. So really, the only time this is drawing is when the compressor is on and a little bit of the electronics. That's why it's at 5 watts. Have a look at it, and then we're going to get back and I'll show you how the jerky turned out. This on my little power station for 2.5 weeks now. I get an average of 50 hours of runtime at 5 watts. When the compressor kicks in, at first it's about 55 watts, and then it slowly drops down to about 40. Now, let's get rid of this. So you take it camping, your power station, or you can plug it into your car through a few technical things. So electrical system, it's going to cost you roughly around $19, and it's going to use about 157 kilowatts per hour. That's pretty good. In the manual, they send you this, the barcodes for either Android or iOS. Now, I've downloaded the app. It was very easy. Have a look here. I prefer the app over the controller system. So I have it at 5 degrees as we're in Canada. So now if you look here, you can go up to 10 degrees Celsius, or you can drop down to minus 18 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cool. And then if you go into the settings, you know, you can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, whatever you prefer. Here, let's just do it. Confirm. You know, in Fahrenheit, you can go up to 50 degrees Fahrenheit or down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I like Celsius. Confirm. Back. And there you go. So, refrigeration, I have it set on refrigeration. Eco mode, on and off. Here's the door. Here's the handle. You lift it up here. Bang. But then, say you're in your car and you can only access from one side. Now you're not reaching over the door or whatever, or you don't have to worry about it. You pick it up and you go to the other side. That's a great feature, but there's more. Check this out. You grab the 2 handles, you pick it up, and the whole door comes off. I think that's really well thought through. Comes with a power cord for your house. It comes with a charger for your car. And like I say, I've been running it off my power station. Absolutely phenomenal. This thing is also built very well. It comes with spare corners. It comes with a spare handle. All kinds of different parts. Put it in your boat. You don't have to worry about ice anymore. The same thing with camping. No more ice. And we all know when you put ice in a cooler, it melts and it gets all in your food and ruins up. Those days are done with a cooler like this. It's going to be a big help here, and it has been. I put all my condiments in here, and then my fridge is open for the food. Now, I'd like to say thank you to Iceco for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate it. Also, down in the description, you're going to see a link to the product and all their products. Also, if you're interested in a unit like this or something similar, there's going to be a 12% discount code down there. If you're interested, head down there, check it out, and check out their website. Back and see how the jerky turned out. And then this stuff can kind of drip away. All right. So now that this rack is done, come on in for a closer look. Sprinkle it over a little bit. You don't want too much of this stuff. Just a little bit. Rack look like? I may try to fill in a little bit more, but you gotta get the gist. So, hang tight. I'm gonna get this done, dump the other jug, and we're gonna head over. Now, we're on to the 4th rack. Oh, I don't believe I should be dumping it all out. Getting it all over my nice clean dishes. Now, we're on to the 4th. So I don't know if we're gonna get it all in one batch, but we'll see. Okay, this is the jerky from last year. This is all I have left. Just a little bit of a bag. So it goes from this to looking like this. In here. So let's get the rest of the trays in. And so 180. Now, there you go. 180. Or 160. We're gonna set for 9 hours at temperature 80. No, we're gonna go up to 180. Or 160. Okay. There it goes. All right, well, let's check back in 9 hours. It is 10 to 1. So around 8 o'clock tonight, we'll give it a check. We had a bit of a snowstorm last night, so we're gonna go over and finish plowing. It's actually the next day. Last night I came in and checked on it, and there was an hour and about an hour and a half left. Now, and I turned it off. So that's approximately about 8 hours. I said for 9, so 7.5, 8 hours. Now, let's check it out. I just turned it off, I let it cool, and probably like 2 hours later, the generator ran out of gas and good enough. So, let's check it out and see what we have. Look at that. When I checked on it, so, and I'm gonna show you a good example of that. That's not it. Okay, yeah, here. So you can see these ones here, they're a lot thinner. Oops. And there's a little one here that's a little bit thicker. Okay. Oh my God. Holy cow. This is the best to date. The flavors, it's got a little bit of heat. Yeah, a little bit of heat, but a little bit of sweet too. Wow. Oh yeah, a little bit of heat. I can feel it more. That is the best. By far. That's the best by far. Look at this. Okay, there's two things. It really, I think the thinner sliced really absorbed more of the mixture. Wow. And it's not brittle. Look. This is why I shut it off. So let's try this. Oh my God. So I'm going to show you the example of what I was talking about. So you can see this is a little bit thinner, and some of these pieces have a little bit thicker. So when I come in last night, I was noticing that the thicker stuff was a little bit, you know, just kind of maybe a little bit too soft. But since this is my 3rd or 4th time doing it, I've realized, shut it off when this stuff is a little bit soft, because once it cools down and hits the air for a while, it dries perfectly. So you have the best combination. Look at all this jerky, guys. Look at this. Look. Woohoo! Yes. I love it. Oh my God. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like the content, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bells, because I post a video every week and you'll be notified. Also, I don't say this enough. For the amount of subscribers and everybody out there watching, I really do appreciate it. And I don't say that enough, and I will. So once again, I really, really appreciate everybody watching and subscribing. The amount of subscribers lately is astronomical, and I truly thank you. It means a lot. It really helps the channel grow. And with that, I'll sign off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.